Hi, this is Rob from the Canterbury Custom Software with some of the benefits of activating the latest version of the custom inventory system. For this demo I'll be using a collection which is based on an actual British coin collection with some changes to protect the innocent. Here we have list view, which looks pretty much the same as it's always done. There is, however, one additional button which allows you to copy the contents of the list into a spreadsheet. It does more than just what's on the screen, it does the whole list. The other thing that, as has always been the case, is that in the activated version you have all of the records. You're not limited to just the 25 of the trial version. So there's one difference. Another difference on the same screen is that you're able to modify the columns that are available. So if it weren't just a British collection, you might want to say what the country was, and you might not know about the vintages, so you might not have recorded them. So you can add and delete columns, and of course you can change them into whatever order you feel is appropriate. On the main details screen, no changes of note, except that you can now zoom in on up to 4 different images, and in each of those you're able to control how large that image is. That was not a particularly good example because it was a fairly small image. If we jump to one that's got a decent size image, you can make it even larger. If you want to see details like overdates or die floors or the like. Probably the headline change of the release is the introduction of security. In this particular case, I've set a password. That's optional. If you do set a password, then you have the option of requiring that for someone to access various features with a minimum security level set, as here. Everything here seems to be checked, enabling it without a password. That is, everything but the security screen can be accessed, so no one can go in and change the password on you. Very high, deselects just about everything, including view records, so you're preventing anyone from viewing any of your database. To add extra security, you can encrypt the database, although you'd expect this to have some sort of performance trade-off. We haven't detected any difference, actually. What it does is it prevents someone going into the database files and looking at the text that you've entered, or even using a database program and accessing the database from outside the system. Okay, right in the statistics screen, there's now also the copy button once you've got some data to copy, and that works the same as it did on the other one. The other difference is evident in the search and filter windows. Here's how you would have done a query up to now, where you attempt to look at all of the, in this case, 2 shillings, which were purchased more than 10 years ago. It's actually got an error in this particular query to justify why you would want to change. If we apply that, it brings up 272 records, but the first one is not even a 2 shilling. And that's certainly not. And the error was that brackets were needed. Now if we do it properly and apply, get 122 records. Now to avoid that sort of mistake, there's a new option, which is this accept nulls, which is available if we remove the parentheses and we delete that and we mark the accept nulls. That's exactly equivalent, so it should be 122 records brought up, and that is the case. So really there's a workaround there. If you wanted to do it the old way, you might make a mistake. The same change, however, is on the search window, but since there's only one criterion there, you couldn't do it except in the activated version. So thanks for your time, and I hope you consider activating your copy. Thank you.